So the issue with the legal immigration system, and first of all, that's federally controlled. That's not anything that the state, can do either way. But it's easier to come to this country illegally than it is legally. That's why you have people coming across the border from halfway around the world. It's not, there actually aren't that many Mexicans, a lot of Central America, some South, but you have people that will fly into Central America or fly into Mexico and then come across the border illegally rather than just coming legally. So, but here's the thing, when you have so much resources that are being sapped because they're processing illegal aliens and they're giving them court dates and all this other stuff, I think that's a big waste. I think if you come illegally, you just get put back across the border. You don't have a trial. I mean, come on, how ridiculous is this? So you just get that done, and then once you do that, then you have more resources to be able to say, okay, if, in immigration, legal immigration, nobody has a right to immigrate to this country, no foreigner. We determine as Americans what type of immigration system benefits our country. But when you're doing immigration, it's not for their benefit as foreigners, it's for your benefit as Americans. So if there's legal immigration that's harming Americans, we shouldn't do that either. For example, some of these H-1B visas, they would fire American tech workers and hire foreigners at lower wages. I don't agree with that. I think that's wrong. There's other things that are value added, so you got to look at how that is. But once you determine, I think we should have more of a point system like Canada or Australia. I don't think we should have chain migration, diversity lottery, any of that, which is a lot of our immigration here. Then you can do, but you got a long way to go to be able to get there. But it starts with stopping the border influx. I do think that with a border that big, you need a physical wall. You can't just do it with personnel surveilling. There's too many gaps. So you do that wall, construct that wall, then that'll make it more easy for you to follow the pressure points and repel people from back there. And I have offered Biden help if he wants to get serious about this. I mean, you remember we had the hurricane come through Southwest Florida. It knocked out a bridge to Pine Island. It created 3 holes in the Sanibel Causeway. A lot of people thought that was going to take 6 months. We were approached from the state to take over that and do it. And so I said, all right, we'll do it. So I got guys together. I said, no red tape, no bureaucracy, no excuses. I want those bridges back up. And Pine Island Bridge, instead of taking 6 months, was repaired in 3 days. And Sanibel was repaired 2 weeks later. And I raise that just because I am willing to send those Florida folks who did that. I will send them to the southern border, and we'll get cranking on that wall if Joe wants to get serious about it. So, yes.